The man she can't stop thinking about isn't the most handsome in the room. He's not the richest, the funniest, or the most charming on paper. What sets him apart is something most men, about 95%, never figure out. It's not pickup lines, expensive gifts, or alpha posturing. Somewhere right now, a man is making a woman feel something she's never experienced. Not lust, not comfort, not even traditional love. He's making her feel psychologically seen, bypassing every defense she's built from years of disappointing relationships. By the end of this, you'll understand why certain men effortlessly attract high-quality women while others, despite looks, money, or status, struggle. You'll see why most dating advice sets men up to fail, and you'll discover the single trait that makes a man unforgettable. But a warning, once you understand this, you can't unsee it. You'll realize how much time you've spent trying to look attractive instead of being attractive. Section 1. The Validation Trap. Why everything you've been taught is backwards. The biggest lie ruining men's dating lives? The belief that women are attracted to men who validate them. Movies, dating gurus, and relationship columns repeat the same mantra: make her feel special. Compliment her. Agree with her. Validate her feelings. Here's the brutal truth. Validation is the fastest way to become invisible to a woman. Not because women are unkind, but because of how human psychology works. Dr. Robert Cialdini's research on influence shows that we value most what we have to earn. When something comes too easily, our brains assign it less worth. So when you constantly agree, shower her with compliments, or make it obvious you're seeking her approval, you trigger cognitive ease. Her mind registers your attention as low value, because she didn't have to work for it. The most magnetic men understand something deeper. Women don't want to be validated for who they are. They want to be challenged to become who they could be. Example: two men meet the same woman at a coffee shop. She says she's a graphic designer. Man A, the validator: wow, that's amazing. You must be so creative and talented. That's such a cool job. Man B, the challenger: smiling, graphic design, huh? So you're one of those people who thinks choosing between 12 shades of blue is creative. What kind of design actually challenges you? Man A tells her she's already great. Man B implies there's more potential and invites her to prove it. Guess who she's thinking about hours later? Attraction is fueled by psychological tension, not comfort. The men women can't forget are those who disrupt their self-concept just enough to spark growth. They don't echo back what she already believes. They awaken parts of her she hasn't fully explored. Section 2. The Psychological Gap. Why women choose men who remain mysterious. Sarah is a successful attorney who's dated men that, on paper, were perfect: lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs. None sparked that pull she couldn't shake. Then she met Jake, a carpenter who built custom furniture, read philosophy during lunch, and asked why she chose a career that conflicted with her values. Within weeks, she was rearranging her schedule for him. Jake understood the psychological gap. Women are most drawn to men they can't fully figure out. Dr. Helen Fisher's research shows uncertainty activates the brain's reward system more powerfully than certainty. It makes the mind crave resolution, turning curiosity into attraction. This isn't about being secretive or unreliable. It's about having depth. Most men reveal too much too soon, believing it creates intimacy. Instead, it kills mystery. Mystery isn't withholding. It's living a life rich enough that there's always more to discover. Section 3. The Sovereignty Principle. Why independence is irresistible. Every woman remembers the moment she wanted something she couldn't have, not because the man played games, but because he had complete psychological independence. True independence isn't emotional unavailability. It's having a life so meaningful that her presence adds to it, but doesn't define it. The most desirable men make decisions based on their values, pursue goals with or without a partner, and never rely on a woman's approval for self-worth. When a man needs a woman's validation, attraction fades. Dr. Esther Pearl notes that desire requires psychological space, seeing your partner as a whole, independent being. When that space collapses, so does passion. The sovereign man loves from abundance, not scarcity. He chooses to be with a woman because she enriches an already fulfilling life, not because he needs her to fill a void. And women sense it instantly. The less you need someone's love, the more likely you are to receive it. So ask yourself, What would I be doing if I knew women would be attracted to me no matter what? Then do that. Because a man living his authentic purpose doesn't just attract women, he attracts the right women. I kept the structure and key stories intact, but tightened it into a sharper, more compelling flow without the YouTube call-to-action clutter.